Welcome back to CT Style. Chef Attilio Marini from the Cast Iron Chef Chophouse is here. Now, Chef, we are cooking up something delicious on this Friday to celebrate your anniversary, correct?
That's absolutely correct. And I'm also here to celebrate 75-year Diamond Jubilee.
Yes.
And I've spent the last 5 years with WTNH, so I feel that there's a connection here. So I've been here for 5 years. I haven't missed a month. And I'm just excited to be a part of this. And for this big event, I am bringing out the big guns, which is A5 Japanese Wagyu.
Wow.
And comes with a certificate of authenticity to
now
prove.
That's when you know that's a good
yes,
steak.
tells you where it's from, the grading. There's an A5.
Wow.
A BMS number of 12 means the marbleization is one of the highest you could get.
Huh.
Gives you the where it was raised, slaughtered, everything. And we're here to talk about Wagyu.
Now let's get this started in cooking, but I do want to ask you about the steak and what makes it so special. The marbleization you mentioned.
So I marked this one up a little bit ahead of time, okay?
Okay.
So what you see here is there is a lot of intramuscular fat.
Right.
And you really don't see a lot of red as opposed to the American one, which has a lot more meat, you know?
Right.
So I told people this is a hybrid of Japanese and American.
Okay.
So the Japanese Wagyu is only raised in Japan. Okay. Everything else is just a hybrid. They mix it with a local cow. And so these steaks here, you don't want to go, we serve them rare, okay?
Yep. Because
of the intramuscular fat that will render down if you go above medium.
Okay.
So we serve it rare, we slice it, and then we bring it to you in a hot, if you want, we give you a hot skillet. So you literally just have to mark them if you want them a little bit more cooked. But the beauty of the Japanese is once you put it in your mouth, it just melts away.
Oh my goodness.
So
the more fat makes it melt in your mouth, right?
Yes,
Is that
yes.
what that is?
As you can tell, it's very, very white, you know,
Right.
and that's, you know, as
It's
opposed
like butter.
Right, like literally, it's like butter.
So now tell us the beauty of cast iron, Chef. I mean, cooking a steak in cast iron, it's like nothing else.
So for something like this, you don't want a flame because you don't want this to flare up. Right. So cast iron, so when you see the Japanese cooking it, they are using a flat top. Okay? Sometimes they use like the teppanyaki grill where they do like the hibachi, and they do cut it thin, or they'll just make it like a block, mark it up, slice it, and just give it to you on the table. Or they'll bring you sometimes like a hot rock where you could just mark it up.
Yeah.
At the cast iron, we don't use rocks, we use cast iron.
You love cast iron, as it said in the name, and you're going to cut this up for us, Chef, correct?
So this is almost ready here.
All right, we have about 30 seconds here. So
here we go. This is the best part here.
And of course, you have this and a whole lot more at your restaurant, Chef. You have happy hour, you have private events, a little bit of everything. Oh, wow. So I mean, it cuts like butter, too. That is amazing,
literally
Chef.
is. So we're going to start plating up. You literally want to eat it just like this, you know?
I could, I'm going to eat that right after we go to commercial break here.
It's quite the experience. You want to do this at least once. It's not something you want to do all the time because it is so rich. But I tell people, like, you know, if you have 2 or 3 people, you don't need to order the whole steak for yourself.
Right.
I recommend sharing it.
Well, that looks amazing, Chef. And I do, of course, want to tell our viewers where they can go to find out more about you. CastIronChefNewHaven.com. Chef Attilio Marini, thank you. Looks delicious, and I can't wait to eat it. All right, and that does it for today's edition of CT Style. If you'd like to learn more about anything you saw on the show today, head to WTNH.com and be sure to join us back here next Friday at 12:45. Have a great weekend.